Here's T. Excellent D there from Ingles.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Julius Randle's checked in for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Ingles.
Staying strong inside. Castle got touched up there, but it didn't throw him off.
Conley against Fox. Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. McDaniels inside, and it's going to be a 3-second call. Tie game here as we finish the first half. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I like how they've been hitting the boards, man. Playing real hard. That's a great sign for the second half.
Yeah, but the score is close, and if they want to pull away, you got to do more than rebound.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. So far in this series, they've shown they can get the better of this team, but all tied up at the half. Are they getting, a little too overconfident?
If they are, that's a mistake. Never underestimate your opponent, especially in the midst of a playoff series.
I agree. You've got to have that killer instinct at all times. Maybe this is a wake-up call for them to get them back on track.
Close games like this certainly help keep us awake, right, Shaq?
There he is again. He is like,
what happened?
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us.
And time for us to get back into it here in game one. One of the stories here, Julius Randle. He is getting it done today.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Ebb is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. And that's the group of Chris Finch as we begin the second half. And Minnesota with possession here. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Gobert. That puts him in the lead. Gobert's got 6.
You gotta love the way Conley can run an offense, both in the half court and in transition. He's excellent.
Fox the pass to T. Back to Fox.
Fox gets the defender with the oldest trick in the book, using the pump fake to get a trip to the free throw line.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. And Minnesota making a change here. Reed's checked in, and he sinks the second. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lead by 1. Pass to McDaniels. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Fox. San Antonio's gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. T with a bucket.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Now here's Randle. Outside McDaniels.
And the toughness McDaniels plays with is impressive. He doesn't back down from any defender inside.
Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And he's good on the second.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. T passes to Wembanyama. Oh, too easy for Wemby. Nice finish.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Reed sets a screen. Now here's Edwards. Guarded closely. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
Pass to Randall from the arc. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sohan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played, and Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Clark is checked in for McDaniels. Spurs on D. 2-point game. Clark outside for 3. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 4 assists now tonight. Here's T. Clark covers. Here's T. And he banks in the layup. T's got 4 points this quarter. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
A minute 50 left in the third. Clark, no good. The Spurs have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Vassell, a screen on Conley. Here's Fox. Clark grabs the board, and he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And Conley's a guy that leads by example. And as a result, his teammates respect and trust him completely.
And Minnesota making a change here. Hachimura's checked in. Joe's checked in for San Antonio. Randall, good. Randall's got 11 points.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Pass to T. Now here's Vassell. Now Joe. He's guarded by Conley. Just 5 on the clock. Here's T. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. T's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Here's Randall. Out to Hachimura. This one for 3. San Antonio with a rebound. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. And here's Clark for 3. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got his 5th assist in this one. Spurs trail by 3. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And the basket by Joe.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Randall, right side. Good if it goes. And that's not going to go. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's Minnesota up by 1. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Greg Popovich addressing his team.
But don't stop the aggressiveness.
We'll make substitutions. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. So on the floor for the Spurs. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's T in at the 3. Here's Castle. Basket counts. And the Spurs lead by 5.
Yeah, this kid Castle loves having the ball in these spots. He wants to be the guy to hit the big one.
Now here's Edwards. The 3 ball. T grabs the miss.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Here's Sohan. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle.
And I love the physical play from Sohan inside, mixing it up with the defense and drawing the foul.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 7-point game.
He doesn't waste a chance to pad their lead. It's been some solid free throw shooting.
Here's Edwards. And no good. The dry spell continues. San Antonio's got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. T passes to Wembanyama. Out left to the wing. Oh, hey! How about
Big
that?
time right there. Big time.
Whoa. And he takes that one up and powers it through. And Chris Finch has called timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. Coach telling their players, let's play with urgency. This is the game. I know we'll win if we play hard. Let's see how the team responds.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
A superstar level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skills.
So he gets them both. .46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
Fox left side from behind the arc. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Timeout called, the Timberwolves. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And Minnesota with possession here. Edwards for 3. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
Seems like Edwards never stops competing and believing right until the final buzzer.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
And an intentional foul right there. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's an 8-point ball game. Away from way outside. And so it's San Antonio with the W. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game